Hello everybody, and welcome back to Quest for Glory 1. And this is going to be the last episode for the first game. And we're just going to barrel on through and just get pretty much everything done, honestly. So, should be fun. But we got the Undead Unguent, which only lasts like a little bit and costs like 100 silver, so you gotta be a little bit quick with this. And the only reason to come here is to get the Mandrake root at midnight. Oh no, you can't say that.
You can. What did he say?
He said spooks were everywhere.
Oh damn!
You can't say that in current year.
I am the ghost of your racist uncle. Remember me from Thanksgiving.
Anyway, so we have to pick up this Mandrake root at precisely midnight, because if we do it at any other time, it crumbles away, and we have to try another day to do it. And no, unfortunately, you can't open up the grate and start pillaging tombs. So, feels bad.
I wasn't asking.
Sorry, what?
Oh well, he seems to be having a good time, huh?
Yeah, you know, he's just hanging out. Alright, so the reason we need to get the Mandrake root is because that's the quest Baba Yaga is going to send us on. Oh, and here's a fucking cheatar. So I'm not going to deal with that shit. So calm him and get out of here.
I cast Calm Thine Tits.
Yeah, that's basically what the spell is.
Or maybe it's just catnip.
Instead of pocket sand, you just whip out catnip.
Yeah. Fucking Herb.
Yeah. I miss Dale's voice actor. Oh, damn it. We're out of magic and we got a bandit following us. This is gonna suck. Unless I can get away from him.
Please go away. We're in New York. I can't defend myself.
No, it's just the bandits are so fucking annoying because all they do is hide behind their shield and it's like impossible to hit them. But anyway, we managed to get to our safe zone, so we're good. And nope, okay, there's a cheatar. Fuck that.
Why don't you stop moving, you fat bum?
Why did I stop moving?
Yeah, why did you... No, why don't you stop moving?
Oh, because I didn't want to fight the cheatar, because the cheatar's annoying. But anyway.
I was talking to Solomon.
Oh, okay. But anyway, we have a bunch of stamina, so that means it's time to pick our nose before bed.
You're just spinning the lockpicks in your nose, right?
Yeah, we're using the lockpick to pick our nose. And there we are. We're completely out of stamina, and we're in a good place to rest. So
Can you just get to 100 doing that?
technically yes, but for lockpicking, if you're using it on your nose, I think the cap is 84 or something like that. And if you want to actually raise it to 100, you have to lockpick like an actual door.
That's so silly.
Hey, it's silly, but I approve. Anyway, it's a new day, and let's see.
Is there any other comparable dumb way of level up skills that you've ever seen in an RPG?
I mean, the only one that immediately comes to mind is in Elder Scrolls, where you raise your acrobatics by hopping around everywhere like an idiot.
Yeah, but even then, like, it's it's the intended way to do it. It's just that.
Look, man,
So
sometimes you get those really hard boogers in your nose that it feels like you need something long and sharp to get at it. So I can see why a good dexterous hand it would be needed there.
I mean, it's just so. I can't think of any like this, just really dumb way of doing it, like really silly stuff like this in never seen in any other game. Like,
I know, that's why Quest for Glory 1 is great.
but, one funny thing that you can do, like, I don't know if that you would classify it, you go into the realm of exploits. But for example, in Morrowind, you can basically level Snake up to 100 by just sneaking around Pemini.
Mm-hmm.
Because she has a constant blind effect on her, and so every time the game rolls snaking, you succeed around her, you just succeed. So silly.
Anyway, here's Baba Yaga. She's frozen us and she's gonna eat us.
Well, they did a number on her face, eh? Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I'm sure she's beautiful and for an ogress.
What did she ask?
If we have a name, but we can't talk because we're a frog, so we had to shake our head yes.
So what are you doing? So what are is? They're just. So what is going on here actually?
Okay, so we have to talk to Baba Yaga to find out what she wants, and she wants some mandrake root. So she's going to send us out to go get it. And since I already got it, we can just immediately re-enter Baba Yaga's hut. And just give it to her. But the reason for it is because A, for points, but B, there's also the whole thing about like it's to find out how her magic works and to figure out what we need to sort of get rid of her from this area.
Back so soon.
Oh. Yeah, and then she realizes, oh yeah, I need to turn you back into a human and let you move to give me the mandrake root. And here's what she's going to do with it. The greatest creation, Mandrake Moose. And our reward for helping her is that she will let us go. So, that was our interaction with Baba Yaga. And then we only have one more interaction with her. And she's... I guess you could argue she's the final boss, but there's not a real fight. It's more of a puzzle.
Mm-hmm.
Which is one thing that I will say that I'm not a big fan of when it comes to the Quest of Glory games, is that there's no real final boss. Like, like technically speaking, what you could consider to be like the actual final fight in this game, you can avoid depending on what class you are. But now that we've done the favor for Baba Yaga, it's about time we actually get this main story quest done.
I think it would be better without a final boss.
Sorry, do you think this game would be better without a final boss, or?
So, what game do you think would be better?
Oh, I'm sure there is one that I can think of, but it's not coming to me at the moment. I would say I'm sure there's been plenty of games that I've played where it's sort of like they just throw in a final boss that's like completely random compared to everybody else, and there's like no reason to fight them, but they kind of force it in because you gotta have that final boss, you know?
Hmm. Yeah, Half-Life Opposing Force.
Um, I haven't played through the entirety of Opposing Force, but I know that it ends with you basically on a turret shooting at aliens or something.
No, it ends with you like just out of nowhere. Some guy says, "Ah, there's this monster that just appeared next to the room. Like, can you go kill it?" Yeah, and then you kill the monster. It has no relation to anything else in the story, and then it just ends.
Huh. Weird.
And the ending is pretty lame too. The whole thing is very disappointing because like Opposing Force was the one I liked the most.
Yeah, Opposing Forces, from what I heard, it was a very good uh, like expansion to the first Half-Life game. And then they made what was it? Blue Shift, which was fucking horrible. Because you played as goddamn Barney.
Yeah, Blue Shift was far from the most interesting game.
And then they made Half-Life Decay, which was a game that like no one fucking played because the only way to play it was if you owned the PS2 copy of Half-Life 1, which is jank as fuck, by the way. And then uh, it's sort of like an add-on expansion to that. And what makes it worse is that it's a game that's co-op. It's a co-op storyline, but you have to play as two people at all times. So if you're playing it by yourself, you have to control two people at the same time. And it basically the
Goodness.
only reason to play it is to figure out how Gordon Freeman got the crystal to put into the machine at the very beginning of the game. And it turns out two lesbian scientists pushed a button and sent it down.
What?
Yeah, basically that's it. Yeah, like that's like the very beginning of the game is you play as two female scientists at the same time. I don't know if they're actually lesbians. I just made that joke,
You
but
know, I can't even. I just realized I don't think I can remember. I remember anything from Blue Shift. I know I played Blue Shift, but I can't remember a thing about it.
anyway, here's an ogre. So I'm gonna spam fire at him as much as I can before we actually get into the fight. Oh, two shots. That was good. And look at this claymation. It's great. And yeah, this is the problem with being using magic as well as combat in the Quest for Glory games is just because yeah, it's that sort of gear shift sort of controls where you
I do find like how he just bonks your character in the head quite amusing.
I know it's great. But this isn't the last claymation monster that we're gonna fight, so
Are you gonna fight the Minotaur too?
yeah, and the Minotaur is the best character, claymation character. Alright, let's see what the ogre had. 1 gold and 43 silver. Not bad.
It's
And we're out of magic for this next part, so I'm going to rest up a little bit. Let's see. Do I have enough magic? Probably not. So I think we can take 1 more hour nap. Oh, no. Too impatient. Alright, let's go. So it looks like the ogre was guarding a bear. And for some reason, the bear's chained up. So something seems off about this. And with Detect Magic, we found out that the bear is actually magical in some way. So we feed the bear some rations and we can walk by him. And then we can see who the real villain is. It's a kobold.
it's fun from the. It's a member of the Blue Man Trio.
I actually got to see the Blue Man group live when I went to Vegas. It was a pretty fun show. I highly recommend it. Anyway.
Is it a thing? Is it a thing that if you get close, he just disappears?
Well, he just constantly teleports around, right? So, I think, I'm not sure if I'm doing this correctly, but I find that if you just shoot him a bunch of times with Firebolt, he eventually goes away. Or dies. So. Oh, and by the way, don't pick up those toadstools that are on the table. Apparently those are contaminated, and if you pick them up, and if you're carrying the correct toadstools to give to the potion maker, she will tell you that all of them are contaminated and they're useless. So.
Huh.
Anyway, our Detect Magic found that there is an invisible chest in here. And considering that this kobold is was a magic user, we can suspect that the chest is probably trapped. So, I'm gonna walk around a little bit because I'm out of magic to cast Trigger. I'm literally off by 1, Jesus Christ, and I'm not sure if I have another potion to drink, but I'd rather not. Come on, just a little more. Alright, fine, I'll leave the cave and then enter it again. Maybe that will get me 1 extra mana point.
Oh, that's a haughty expression, eh?
Yeah. He has the personality to match it too. But
why did he just disappear?
Well, you see, instead of teleporting us back to the castle, we have to walk back to the castle to get our reward, and he had to be there first. So, I guess that was their way of sort of making it so we didn't have to escort him. Yeah, I don't get it either.
Yeah, makes no sense to me. Like they just had the guy disappear as if he just disintegrated.
Mm-hmm. There we go, 3 points. All right, let's go.
What the hell?
I want 3 points for magic so I can cast Trigger so I can blow up a chest. God damn it! Let's see. Oh, and of course it eats my fucking magic. God damn it, piece of shit. Yeah, so I'm not sure how exactly that calculated, because I had 3 points. It cost 3 points to cast Trigger, but it ate my points, didn't activate the spell because I didn't have enough points, so it must be some weird math thing that it does where it's like, it does... It actually takes like 3.1 spell points. And I only had 3. I don't know. I'm gonna have to look at the code, do a deep dive on this shit. But in the meantime, pick up a couple bushes of flowers. Eat some fruit.
Do some stretching.
And I think enough time has passed that we can take a nap. Alright. That should be plenty of time for us to, Okay, plenty of points. They better not, fucking screw me over again. Because I want that chest, damn it.
And then comes a cheetar right there. It just appears randomly to waste your magicka.
No. Cheetars only come out during the night, unless you have like 5,000 experience, I think. It's either 1,000 or 5,000. No, I think it's 1,000 experience that the Cheetars start coming out during the daytime. Alright, detect magic, we see the outline, and then we cast trigger. Kaboom! Alright, and let's see what was in the chest. 10 gold and 60 silver. Very nice.
What can you buy with 10 gold?
You can buy magic spells, potions, a whole bunch of stuff, really.
What's the most expensive thing you found in this game?
The chainmail armor. It costs 500 silver, which would be the equivalent of 50 gold.
Mm-hmm. Did you buy that already?
Yep, we already bought it because we did a bunch of thieving shit. But the nice thing about Quest for Glory 1 is that I don't show it at the end of the game, like how you're supposed to configure the file, but you can transfer your save file from Quest of Glory 1 into 2 and keep all your items. And that includes all your gold. So it makes it so that way grinding in this game isn't a complete waste of time.
Mm-hmm. Are you gonna spend half of the next game just duck walking too?
Pretty much. I will say that the second game, one thing that I'm not too big of a fan of is that they are extremely over-generous when it comes to the amount of time you have to get things done. So there is a lot of like time wasting to do. Like, it's to the point where I'm actually thinking of editing out a lot of the sort of grindy bits that I do.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. Alright, 1 magic point. I guess we gotta wait around. Because a good rule of thumb, if you're like a magic user, is to always cast Zap after you get out of a fight, because there's no like time limit for how long Zap applies to your weapon. It's just the next time your weapon hits something.
You know, there's a really quaint house right there. There's no reason in particular, but I do like the way this house looks.
Yeah, just sort of out in the countryside, just doing its own thing, you know? Or just is there something else to it?
I don't know. It just looks really interesting, like how there is this archway in the door. I find it kind of amusing way of designing the house.
Okay. Anyway, so we technically got an invitation to the castle. So it would be rude of us to not entertain the thought. Okay, I guess I am going to be rude and not entertain the thought. Sounds good.
I'm thinking of being a bastard today. Spielberg.
Yeah, I heard a famous director came from here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think. What do I do? Oh, I think I'm going to the Dryad because you know I had that spitting spore seed for like ever. um, yeah, and then from there I can figure out the big quest that I'm supposed to be doing. Even though I have all the ingredients to get everything done, but you know, details.
You're just collecting things at random, really, just because.
Well, it's an adventure game. Of course, you're supposed to collect random shit for no reason.
Can you get to the point of being a dead man walking?
Be a what
Hi,
walking?
a dead man walking.
No, I don't believe so. Cause I know that you can technically not do certain quests. Like, you don't actually have to get rid of Baba Yaga. You don't get the points for it, obviously, but if you get rid of the bandits, you can finish the game from there. And I know that in speedrunning of this game, what a lot of them do is that they don't actually deal with the bandit leader how you're supposed to. They just sort of fuck off, and then there's a weird glitch that makes it so that you can access the end game.
Can you can you romance the Dryad?
Unfortunately, no. Also, I can't imagine her vagina being all that comfortable to have sex with.
You come, it just you pull out and it's just splinters all over.
Basically. But anyway, the reason we did all that was that she told us how to make a dispel potion. And
Why are you
basically,
telling me that?
hmm?
Why are you
Because
telling
we
me?
need it for the bandit leader, because something's wrong with the bandit leader.
Mm-hmm.
So, a long story short, the ingredients we need is green fur, um, flying water, a magical acorn, which she gave us, flowers from Irana's garden, which we've gotten more than enough of, and fairy dust.
And it seems like the game is glitching out the graphics right there.
Yeah, basically this is a common glitch. I heard that it's because of a weird overflow of like bit overflow issue when it comes to your weight for how much carry weight you have. But it also seems to happen if you play the game for roughly an hour. Anyway, get rid of this.
Dinosaurs.
Get rid of this Saurus. Piece of shit. And what a waste. No treasure. Feels bad.
Skin him. Grab his pelt.
No, apparently there's no
Wait,
need.
do animals with scales have pelts, or that's just for animals with fur?
Well, I don't see why you can't skin an animal with leather. Well, yeah, you would have
No,
to because like alligators technically have scales, right?
I'm talking about the nomenclature.
Oh,
Like, is pelt exclusively a name for animals with for animals with for the skin of animals with fur? That's the point I'm asking.
that I do not know, but I don't see why you can't say it. But I'm sure there's going to be some expert on leather crafting who's going to be like, no, you can't say pelt if there's no fur. I don't know. Maybe it's one of those weird things where it's like people who say clip when they actually mean magazine for a gun.
Or people who say silencer because they are dumb and actually believe it's like the movies where it just makes the gun go.
Hey, man. It's not just movies, alright? They did it in GoldenEye, and as we all know, GoldenEye is one of the best first-person shooters ever.
That is true. But still, like I'm amazed by uh it's kind of annoying because people base some very retarded opinions on their perspective of suppressors because they really think like they really think it just makes the gun about as loud as a cat sneeze.
Yeah,
So
that is...
they're
I think I mentioned to you that No Country for Old Men is a really good movie, and you should watch it. But one dumb thing about it is that the main villain has a silenced shotgun.
yeah, they're not silent at all.
Yeah.
Because the whole thing, like, it's a stupid thing in first place. Because people just call it silencer. It's not a silencer. It's a suppressor. Like, it's there so that your eardrums don't blow up when you shoot the gun.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, if you guys haven't, you should watch No Country for Old Men. Very good movie. Coen Brothers are pretty reliable if you for good movies. But yeah, so we gave the apothecary all the ingredients we need to make a dispel potion, as well as telling her how to make one. And she says it'll take a day. So now we go and visit the Baron and have him thank us for rescuing his son. Because this is one thing that the game doesn't really tell you, that if you go and talk to the Baron, your day just immediately ends, kind of thing. So best to get like all your stuff that you wanted to get done, so you don't waste a day. And what's also annoying is that you have to visit the Baron during the daytime, because I made a slight mistake in one of my playthroughs where I decided to clean out the horse stables before meeting the Baron, and then it turned out to be nighttime, and then the Baron didn't want to see me because it was nighttime. Not because I was cleaning up horse poop, it was because it was too dark.
I just noticed that noticed that the Coen Brothers directed the Lady Killers remake.
I don't know anything about that. I've never seen the original or the remake.
The remake was with Tom Hanks. It's a kind of funny movie. Yeah.
I forget what it's called, but did they do a movie with Nicolas Cage where he is
Raising Arizona.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, man, Nicolas Cage has been around for a while. That movie's from '87.
Mm-hmm.
I need to rewatch that movie. Oh, he's 60 now. He was pretty young in Raising Arizona.
Yeah, he would have been like in his 20s then.
Oh, Holly Hunter was the woman, was his wife in Raising Arizona. Holly Hunter is also in The Piano.
Hmm.
The one with Harvey Keitel.
I don't know anything about that, sorry.
We watched the trailer.
Oh, yeah, where they play a piano on a beach for some reason.
Yes.
Which sounds like a horrible fucking idea, because all the sand and sea, the salt water would get into the piano and fuck it up.
Yeah, it makes sense in the context of the movie. Like, there's a reason why they're doing that. Okay,
Because the
this
salt
doesn't come out
water,
of.
because they need the music and the sounds of the salt water to resurrect their dead daughter, right?
Yes, it's all part. The woman is actually like a necromancer, but she can only cast a spell with by playing the piano.
That has salt water
Oh,
in it.
that would be such a different movie. My goodness gracious. Good movie. I actually have the DVD.
Yeah, I'm trying to think what other. I have a bunch of movies. It's just that I haven't gotten around to watching any of them. Like, a lot of them are also like bad movies. I think I might actually have Battlefield Earth, which should be a really good one for us to watch sometime. And then we can debate whether Nicholas or not Nicholas Cage, John Travolta playing a overacting eccentric alien is better or worse than playing a legit retard.
I mean, considering that he was the one who produced that movie, it might actually be worse
Yeah.
because like the fanatic for all, like, it might have been a very misguided decision on his part, but like was he a producer in that movie? Was he like one of the people responsible for bringing that movie to light?
Um, I know that. The reason I'm talking to these guys is because there's one small joke here. If you ask the guy on the right about his bald spot, he gets mad. And if you ask the guy on the left about the guy on the right's bald spot, he says that the guy on the right is proud of his mustache, but don't bring up his bald spot. And also over here, there is nothing. If you talk to the guard, he tells you to fuck off and you can't enter this building. But anyway, John Travolta, yeah, he did produce The Fanatic.
Oh
And
goodness gracious.
so, and I think I heard a quote from him saying that, or I read a quote, rather, that he said that there's a little bit of moose in all of us. Which, I guess if you're judging things on a spectrum, I guess that's true.
Uh oh dear.
Anyway, so even though we just saved the Baron's son and got a fuck ton of money, we're still not above cleaning up horse poop.
Every penny counts.
Hey, I mean it does. Yeah, even though in Quest for Glory 2 you can bend that game over backwards and get rich like super easily. You don't even have to be a thief either. So yeah, 75 gold and 127 silver. Let's go shopping. Um oh, I don't know if you've been watching stuff on Dragon Age Veilguard.
Not
But
often.
okay, I've been binge watching some of the videos of like scenes from that game and people sort of reviewing it and stuff. First of all, that game is horrifyingly bad. It's amazing that anyone at any point didn't stop to think, "Wait a minute, is this awful?"
What are you
But
talking about?
hmm?
Post post Marvel ironic writing is like, it's a perfect fit for it's a perfect fit for medieval fantasy.
Yeah, especially when the main demon girl that's supposed to be a fucking half dragon just puts down a plate of vegetables and says, "Here, vegetables." Sits down and then says, "I'm non-binary." Just perfect fucking dialogue. But
Hey, Brutch,
hmm?
the waiter comes at you. The waiter comes at your table. Here's your meal, sir. I was born with with my testicles on my stomach.
Yeah, you don't do that every time you are at a restaurant?
No, but well, usually when I'm talking to my parents, I make a point of asking about their sex life.
Anyway, on day 5 here, there's another note, and I'm not sure if this note appears after we rescue the Baron's son, or if it's like, just depends on the day. But the second note here is important if you are a thief. And since we have some points in thievery, we have access to this sort of event that's happening. So that archery range we need to go to. It's I went to it for like half a second because I made a wrong turn, but it was that weird target board that had the bull on it. So we'll activate our sneak mode so that way we can eavesdrop on this meeting that's happening. All right, there's the archery board. And they're supposed to be here, but... Alright, maybe I'm a bit too early. Let's try this again. After an hour nap.
I gotta finish Kingdom Come Deliverance.
Ah, there we go. There's the meeting.
Ah, so this is what's wrong with the bandit leader. It's a woman.
Yes, we were fooled the whole time. The bandit leader was referred to as a guy by everybody, but it turns out it's a woman.
I just didn't feel like I was truly a man. So I changed my name from Charlie to Denise. Now I'm living as my true self. The problem is that only the bandits are accepting me now.
Oh, the word, so that Fred goes away. And the word is hidden goosek. Now, I am
By
not
the way,
going to say hidden goosek because I want to fight Fred.
you're in a mood for violence today.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's fun. But anyway, once he leaves, we shoot him with a firebolt. Paka! Fuck you! And now we take his key. And because of this, that one archery range screen, it's a bit weird how it's laid out. So it's split up into like quadrants. So you can, if you enter in from the right side, you only have access to the right side of that screen. So you have to come in from the bottom to get to the top. And oh shit, he noticed us.
Timing is everything.
Yeah, whoops doodles. Anyway, let's try this again. Honestly, I don't know what I did wrong there. I guess it's just a chance if he hears you, or if a combination of luck and sneak if he notices you or not. Because I think this time when I make it over,
The fact that you don't even get a chance to fight the guy is what I found upsetting.
Yeah, it's really annoying, because there's also a point where if you try and fight him when he's standing outside of the town, he just immediately throws 2 daggers at you and you just die instantly. Yeah, there's no even fight scene or anything. So yeah, I just fought a Saurus, and I was loud as fuck about it, and I go over to the next screen, and he's not there. So somehow, when I was sneakier than before, he saw me, but, you know, when I was loud as fuck and trampling around, then that's when he noticed me. Go figure. Alright, and we got the key to the back door. And...
let's keep molesting the brigand's body.
yeah, he's dead. He won't mind.
You degenerate.
God damn it, another fucking Saurus. At least they're
Are they
easy
too
because
fast?
they don't defend themselves.
Are they too fast to run away?
No, there is an option to start running, but I think it takes up stamina to run, so... and besides, like I said, they're not hard, they're just kind of annoying. Just taking a look at my stats here, and I have a feeling that we are not going to do very well against the bosses. And I know that because I had to edit out like a half an hour of me saving and reloading. God damn it, another fucking Saurus, Jesus.
Could you just go to the tree or something?
Go back to the tree? Like, what do you mean?
I didn't go to the magic place and take a rest.
Oh. Yeah, but no, that's not what I meant. I meant, like, my stats in general. Even if I go in, like, at full health and everything, I have trouble doing this.
Mm-hmm.
So, technically, I should have grinded a little bit, but at the same time, I'm just an inch away from the end. Oh, and by the way, there's an Antwerp.
And what the hell is an Antwerp?
Something from Space Quest, and they're basically space hoppers that are sentient. They bounce around a lot. There is a thing that you can do with the space hopper, or no, not the space hopper, the Antwerp in this game, that I don't do, and I'm not sure if it makes it so the reason why I don't get full points by the end of the game. But you can kill the Antwerp. Well, technically, you can kill the Antwerp. What it does is that if you attack the Antwerp, you essentially pop it, and when it pops, it bursts into a whole bunch of tiny Antwerps. Yep, and this is why the bandits are annoying as fuck. All they do is just hide behind their shields like assholes. But 17 silver, not bad. I'll take it.
The position of your character right there looked like he was gonna take a lick at the bandit's corpse.
I mean, I would. Anyway, so here's the front entrance to the bandit hideout. And I immediately decide, fuck that noise. And I guess one bandit decided that he could take me on, so let's let him know his major mistake that he just made.
You're not gonna zap him?
I did. I cast Zap on my weapon, but again, you only get one hit with the weapon before Zap disappears.
Can it be nullified by him using the shield?
I don't believe so. You technically just miss when they use the shield. Come on. Fucking asshole. Stop it with your stupid shield. Oh, god damn it.
This guy. This guy's hilarious.
Yeah. I love the Antwerp. He's fun.
By the way, have you by any chance played the Robin Hood game?
Not
Sierra?
yet. I'm currently playing through and well, I beat Quest for Glory 4. I'm just recording footage for it right now.
That's quite a good chunk of the that's quite a good chunk of his HP that was taken out. Hey.
Yeah, they don't do well against magic, so that is one thing I am thankful for. And also, we've been leveling up our intelligence and magic a bit more than our weapon use, so... Oh, and I guess I forgot to edit out this little bit, but whatever. Not a big deal. So, we were told about the back door, is where the bouncy guy was. And the bouncy guy is the Antwerp, so we shall figure out where the secret entrance is as soon as I'm done with this fucking dickhead.
Already below half health, so...
Yeah. Although one nice thing is that I think because my weapon use is as high as it is currently, once you get him like with one hit, you can sort of combo a bunch of hits, so... Yeah, and then he goes down like a sack of shit.
All the time, it just looks like he's just taking a leak. Let me desecrate your corpse.
I mean, they're just bandits. It's not like they're people.
I was just following orders. It's not like they were people.
Right. We bravely attacked the Antwerp with our bare hands. Oh, he pushed us out of the way. Because what you're supposed to do is go down and then push him out of the way. And then we cast the open spell. So we unlocked the rock, but unfortunately our open spell is not powerful enough to actually open the door. So... there we go. And it took a few tries for us to muscle open the door. And I just chugged a whole bunch of potions, and because I didn't say goose egg, we fight the troll. And look at that claymation. He's going, bah, I'm gonna get you. I don't know whose decision it was to use claymation as references to make these enemies, but I approve.
Now let's search the troll's natural pocket.
Well, yeah, because one of the ingredients the apothecary wanted was troll beard hair.
Oh, the beard. Okay, that's better.
Anyway, I am completely out of mana and health and everything else, so I think now is a good time to retreat a bit and get some more potions and shit. Yes, hi, little Antwerp. You have fun there. But anyway, going back to my Dragon Age Veil Guard sort of thought that I had. I have heard people try and argue that that game is good, but one of the caveats that they say is that it's a game that gets good after 40 hours.
Wow, ain't that a winning argument?
Yeah, I've heard that argument for a number of things, like with Final Fantasy 13, people say that that game gets good after 40 hours, which, by the way, um, what they're talking about is that in Final Fantasy 13, um, essentially the game goes from automatically leveling up your characters to allowing you to level up your characters however you want after 40 hours. So, no, it does not get better after 40 hours.
That is such a sad statement. Like, do people really not realize how bad? Like, oh, it gets better after like 13 hours. Why can't it be good now? Why can't it be better now? Like,
Essentially, yeah. Like I can understand like if you get that low point at the beginning of the game or like the first hour because of tutorials or something. But even then, it's sort of like you could do something to at least keep people engaged. Like I will say that when I played Shin Megami Tensei 4, the game doesn't actually
and
get started until
excuse me,
hmm?
Tensai?
Yeah. Is that how it's pronounced or no?
No, you filthy Anglo. It is not how it's pronounced.
All right, how's it
You
pronounced then? You filthy Mexican. I don't know.
Yeah, that's going to... That's going to go well with you. That's gonna go well with YouTube.
Hey, I already called you Mexican a few times, so.
You could go with Iberian.
Alright, Hyperion. Let's go.
No, Iberian! You
Siberian.
deaf bastard.
Anyway, so how's
It's
the
Shin Megami Tensei.
Tensei?
Because,
Okay.
yeah, Tensei. It's because, like, it's an... They write it with an E elongation, but it's basically in long... No, they write it with a long I. God, English vowels are retarded.
You're welcome.
They write it with a I, but it's because it's a long E. It's like Tensei.
Okay.
Like,
Well,
I'm a
they don't mark
Tensei.
it on the box that you're supposed to elongate the E sound.
Yeah, because Anglos are too stupid to read things phonetically.
Anyway, so like I will say that for the fourth game, like the game doesn't really get started until 10 hours in, but at least with the first 10 hours, which you could consider to be a tutorial mission or to tutorial stuff, it's at least engaging enough to make you want to continue on, you know?
Mhm. The Great Vowel Shift was one of the worst things to happen to the English language.
You're welcome. Anyway, but it also gave me a bit of pause for thought, and I was just sort of thinking um, like I personally don't agree with the whole like, oh yeah, after like 40 hours like something gets good, or after X amount of time, like with a TV show, it's like, oh yeah, you have to hit season 3 before it gets good, kind of thing. Like I don't really agree with that stance, but I was sort of thinking about other things that is like that, where the first bit is like dog shit, but like then it gets really good afterwards. And then it gave me a thought of is Freebird a bad song if that's the case? Because everybody basically knows Freebird because it has that kick-ass guitar solo at the end. The problem is that it's an 8-minute long song. The first 4 minutes sucks, and then it gets into the guitar solo for the last 4 minutes.
You could say that it's a very uneven song. It's an uneven quality, it's the point.
Yeah, like, if I told people to look up Freebird because of the, it's a good song, they start listening to it, or if I tell them to look up Freebird because it has a really good guitar solo in it, they will be confused as to why I sent them to a video where a church organ is playing, and why is it that the main singer sounds like he's drunk and droning on about how birds can fly.
You think really the guitar riff is? I think the guitar riff got more attention, got especially a good amount of attention because of the memes people make about it.
Oh yeah, obviously.
Because, like,
but I think it's also one of those things where like Freebird was considered to be a good song back when it was released, and even then I'm not 100% sure if that's like good or accurate or what have you.
Yeah.
Anyway, here's Mr. Minotaur. Now, because we're a mage, how we're supposed to deal with him is to cast the calm spell and then go in through the front door. But that's bullshit, so I'm just gonna hit him with a firebolt and then get into a fight. And here's the best claymation in the game! Look at it, it's beautiful!
He already took like a quarter of your health.
I know.
Woo! Wow.
He's a beefy boy. He knows how to fucking slap you with that fucking,
He's doing a number on you.
Yeah, but I did a better number on him.
I'm back! Oh no, we killed Michael Jackson!
But, anyway, what's weird is that, he somehow stashed 50 silver pieces into his, flail. I don't know how he did that, but there you go.
It's because, like, does the flail double as maracas? Maracas? Like...
No, apparently they say there's a hidden compartment in the handle. But still, that's a lot of fucking coins to just shove into a handle.
Maybe that's, like, lore that wasn't addressed in the game. The Minotaur was in the spare time part of the bandits band group.
Alright. So one thing you do need to do is, in order to get across those wire traps, you need to actually look at them. It's very weird. I don't know why you have to do that, but that's the only way you can get across them. And you need to at least do it for the second one, because that one's an instant death trap. So, got through the first area. And this area goes full-on point-and-click adventure game mode, where you have to do everything exactly correctly, or else you just lose. So the first thing we need to do is close the door, and then we wait for the bandits to look in through the window and notice us, and then once they leave, we then move the chair in front of this door. And then the Three Stooges come in, and then when they get to the halfway point, we knock over the candelabra. So that way they have to go back around the table. Then we hop on the table, and then swing on the chandelier. And if you don't do that exactly, you get caught and lose.
How did you have the funds for this? Aren't you supposed to be just brigands?
Well, they kept robbing people, and they've been doing such a good job at it. Anyway, and this is the Jester Yorick. He was the a guy who vowed to find the Baron's daughter at any cost. And it turns out that the Baron's daughter is the brigand leader, but there is something wrong with her mentally because she is cursed. And that's why we needed the spell potion. And unless you talk to him about Elsa and all that, then he will be more aggressive towards you. And by more aggressive, I mean he just throws random shit at you while you're trying to go through this weird maze. Also, it's not really clear, but apparently the Jester is a gnome.
Yeah, his ears are kind of weird, but there isn't much else to his physiognomy.
Yeah, so the gnomes do have pointy ears, but again, like I said, there's not much else to really glean from it because, at least, I'm not sure if it's a perspective issue or what, but he looks like he's about as tall as a human. So, and we also find out that Erasmus's magic mirror is here, and it was initially borrowed by Henry the Hermit, and then Henry the Hermit is a friend of Yorick, so when Yorick visited him, he asked for the mirror, and then the Hermit gave it to him, and he tried to use it to dispel Elsa. But it turns out the magic mirror is only used to counteract active spells that are coming at you. So, you see where things are going, Gok?
I mean, I could play it dumb, but I've seen the speedrun of this.
Oh, okay.
I've seen videos about the speedrun of this game. I know what happens.
Oh, okay. But yeah, that's why we had to deal with Baba Yaga first to figure out how her, I guess her attack pattern works. So, we get the mirror, and then we can deal with Baba Yaga. And this maze is not as hard as it looks. Basically, there's a few... basically, the whole thing is a big old trap, but essentially, you just have to go all the way to the left here, and then go through that door, which leads you out to the other side. Getting the exact location that you need to click on in order to get things to work is a little bit annoying, but, you know, it's whatever. Oh, you dickhead!
Oh,
Fuck
he's
you.
already being a dick again!
I guess. That was weird. But anyway, you go through this door, you pull on this chain to open up that door. And go back. Go through the new door. And unfortunately, the pathfinding is not very great in this area. Because you get caught on all the doors and shit. And then what you do is you open the door, but then immediately walk towards the back so you don't get crushed. And then you open the real door. And that's how you solve this room.
It is nice that they did make give the appearance of a fake. That they did highlight the appearance of the fake door.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, and we have to be quick about this. We throw the dispel potion in her face, and she reverts back to normal. Huzzah! We did it.
Guten Tag. My name is Helga.
It's Elsa. Thank you very much. And she's going to be starring in Frozen.
Oh, is her name actually Elsa?
Yes.
Okay, I wasn't paying attention to her in any of that. So any of. How Was
So,
Frozen the first one to come up with that terrible trope of the twist villain? And how many twist villains we had from Pixar before Frozen?
well, first of all, it
Because that
wasn't a
really
Pixar.
annoyed me.
It wasn't a Pixar film. It was Disney animation. That's technically two different things.
Uh,
But yeah,
uh,
if it's not the first, it's one of the earliest examples of it.
yeah, that was a thing that really annoyed me. I wasn't particularly impressed with the movie, The Ray, but that twist villain was pretty awful.
Yeah,
Like that movie would work better without a villain. That was just a really bad move.
yeah. Anyway, there's a bit of a sloppy cut there. Basically, the graphic glitch happened, and it made the ending look fucking horrible. So I just replayed this section. It's honestly not that much. We're just headed off to Baba Yaga.
Yeah.
That's really it.
When was Zootopia?
Zootopia, fucking, I want to say 2014. Oh,
21st? Really? Has been that long ago?
it's been long enough that infamous abortion comic was made. Oh, and I made the mistake to go into the ferry area, and they asked if I wanted to dance, and I said no, but they forced me, and then I died.
When was
So
that?
we'll try this again and avoid the ferries this time.
Oh, it's 2016. Do I
2016.
have time to go? Do I have time to go to the bathroom?
It's 6 minutes left in the video.
Mhm.
So
I'm just gonna hold my dick then.
you got your foreskin, right? Just make a the water balloon, and then you'll be fine.
Yes, the Jews haven't gotten to me yet. Want my foreskin back?
Yeah. Speaking of wanting your foreskin back, have you ever heard of the game Dude before?
No.
Oh, that's a interesting rabbit hole to go down. Because the guy turned out to be pretty innocuous and was like one of the bajillion angry video game nerd clones. And then when he sort of settled down and stepped away from the internet, he went completely off the deep end. Long story short, he hates his parents because they circumcised him, and he's trying to figure out how to get his foreskin back. Yeah. He fell in love with a girl to the point where he was stalking her and broke his restraining order that she filed against him. So now he's hiding out in Mexico, I believe, last I heard. Or maybe it's China. Basically, he ran the country.
He ran the country of China. He's the new leader of the Chinese Communist Party.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, that is an upgrade from being a YouTuber, right?
I guess. But yeah. So then we use the magic mirror, and as she turns us into a frog, we zap her back at it.
What happened? How can you speak?
Well, because ogress toads can speak, don't you know?
Wow, now the hut has wings. That's amazing.
Yeah, and now she's flying away.
Is it gonna lay an egg next?
No. Although that would have been funny. And we're 11 points off. And I believe the reason I am 11 points off is because of I technically didn't do it the mage or slash rogue way of getting through like the bandit area. Because you're not really supposed to fight the Minotaur. You're only supposed to fight him if you're a fighter. But anyway, here's all the characters and a bunch of other fun ones who are people who worked on the game.
Yeah. By the way, Zootopia is from 2016.
Okay. So I was not too far off then.
Mm-hmm.
And then we got a Star Trek guy, a woman ripping out her hair, a dead man, a very dead man, and a computer. Fantastic. And then we just sort of
Guy,
wait around until Yorick comes in.
how long?
Like a minute.
Why?
There he is. So you can click on
Shoot him.
everybody and find out well, the fun little thing they did.
Zap him.
No, we don't really have control from here. But we freed the man from the form of a beast. We freed the brigands. We got rid of them.
We
got rid
freed
of
the
Baba.
brigands.
Yeah.
We freed the brigands from the rule of a woman.
Yep.
That was our major good deed.
We got rid of Baba Yaga, and now we're heading on to Adventures Untold in the land of Shapir.
Does everyone speak fast in the land of Shapir?
No, but we do find another gnome. And he's pretty weird about how he talks. And this is a bit of a weird thing, but in order to save, you need to save it to like if for whatever reason it defaults to drive A, which doesn't exist. So you have to retype it to drive C. And then you go into program files and to your Steam apps and look for Quest of Glory, find the save file that you made, and then copy and paste it into the save file for Quest of Glory 2 in order to access your character. It's a bit of a process, but it sounds a lot harder to do than it actually is.
That's kind of bogus.
Yeah, you would imagine that it would have been a little bit easier considering that I'm playing this game off of the Quest for Glory collection, which has all 5 games on in one game. Which, by the way, is only $15 at full price. So, you know,
probably at a good price now with the spring.
Yeah.
Well, by the time this goes up, it's the spring the spring sale is gonna be over. So
yeah.
I hope you took the opportunity to buy it beforehand.
Yeah. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you all next time for Quest of Glory 2. Have a nice night.
Bye.